Hello students, so this is your teacher MACKENROE, and today I'm going to deal with the past continuous tense. Last time I had given you the definition and the meaning of past continuous tense, and I'm going to continue that today. And this is going to be the tenses part 8. As I told you earlier, that it is one of the vast topics that we are dealing with, the tenses. So I have broken them into many parts so that you will understand properly, as I have explained you that earlier. So here we go. Past continuous tense. What is it? The task that was happening long time ago in the past is called past continuous tense. All right? See, I don't want you to get confused. What is continuous tense, by the way? Whenever something is continuing, that's called continuous tense, right? Yeah. So we are talking about the past here, the past continuous tense. So it's clear with the meaning and the definition there that the task that was happening long time ago in the past is called the past continuous tense. Let me just give more detail. If you're going to see this table there, the statement, singular number with verb, singular / plural number with verb. The positive statement. As you know, that the singular numbers are he, she, it, and I and you. Along with he, she, it, was will have to be used here, plus with the fourth form of verb. Okay? And in the negative statement, again he, she, it will be used, plus was, plus not. And when you have to use was not, whenever you are not sure of what you are saying, and plus fourth form of verb will be used here. Interrogative statement. Whenever we are talking about interrogative statement, in the past continuous tense here, was will be coming in the beginning. It will be there in the beginning whenever you are asking and inquiring something. Was plus he / she / it plus fourth form of verb is going to be applied there. Okay. Move on to the next column, the singular / plural number with verb. I. With I, was will be applied and used here. I was. Okay. And with we, you, they plus were, W-E-R-E, were, will be used. And of course the fourth form of ing is going to be used there. The next one in the negative statement, I, definitely plus was, I was. We, you, they plus were plus not. Not has to be written there, not has to be used there, and the fourth form of verb will be used over there. Interrogative statement, was plus I, was I. Okay. Was will be asked usually along with the singular number I. Where will be along with we, you, they. Okay. Was with I, were with we, you, they, and plus fourth form of verb will be used over there. Okay. See, that's the thing that is given in the table there. I want you to take up your mobile phone and just take the snapshot of that so that it helps you, so that it'll help you later. Let's just see the examples there. The positive statement, he, she was doing his or her homework, in bracket that moment. Okay, that is the example. When you are referring to a person in the past, whether he or she, you are saying that that particular person was doing her homework, this is the best example, the past continuous tense. So here it goes like this: he, she was doing his or her homework. And in terms of I, we, you, they, I will be coming along with was, as I told you earlier in the table itself that has been shown to you. I was doing my homework, you would say. I was doing my homework. Or else you would say, we were doing our homework. Whenever you're using we, okay? And whenever you're using you, it will be you were doing your homework. You were doing your homework. And then again that they were doing their homework. So that is the example of the positive statement, the past continuous tense. Negative statement: he, she was not doing his or her homework. And I was not doing my homework. Or you would say, we were not doing our homework, or you were not doing your homework, or they were not doing their homework. This, it goes like this. Okay, that was the example of the negative statement where you are not assured of what you are saying. In fact, whenever you have something to say which is negative completely, then it's called a negative statement. Interrogative statement: was I doing my homework? That will be like this: was I doing my homework? Were we doing our homework? Were you doing your homework, or were they doing their homework? Same thing will be applied. A little bit changes along with he, she. Was he doing her? Was he doing his homework? Was she doing her homework? These are the interrogative statement examples. And don't forget to write the question mark there. Don't forget to put the question mark over there, because here you're asking question. There are some examples that have been given for the positive statement. Let's just look at the first one, the first example. He was watching an action movie. Okay? He is actually a singular number. Was, when we are dealing with the past continuous tense, was will be applied here. Watching, 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 and it's actually the fourth form of watch. Okay, it's like this: watch, watches, watched, watched, watching, the fourth form. An action movie, that is actually the object. He was watching an action movie. It seems that the boy or the man was watching an action movie. Okay, we are talking in terms of the past, that it happened in the past. So he was watching an action movie. And whenever we are talking in terms of a female or a girl, then you'll be using the subject over there as she. She was watching an action movie. Okay, he, she, they both are singular numbers. Remember I told you those? Yep. Move on to the next example. I was watching an action movie. Whenever you are talking about yourself to somebody, and whenever it had happened in the past, so you could say like this: I was watching an action movie, and that time it was happening when I was doing it. Okay, I was watching an action movie. Here I told you that along with I, was will be used. Okay? But whenever we are talking in terms of we, you, they, were will be applied. W-E-R-E, were. Let's move on to the next example. We were watching an action movie. Okay? All of us together, we were watching an action movie. It happens in the past. Move on to the next one. You were watching an action movie. If you want to talk about somebody, someone else, then you could say like this, right? You were watching an action movie. I had seen you doing that. You were watching an action movie. The next one, next example. They were watching an action movie. So it's clear over here that whenever we are using I, or the subject I is being used over there, it has to come along with was whenever we are talking about the past continuous tense. But for we, you, they, were will be coming along with all those subjects there. Okay? Try not to forget all those which I have just told you right now. So those examples that are there on screen right now, they are actually the positive statement. Okay? Those are the positive statements. And now I want you to convert them into negative statement. That's possible for you to do. So just try that. Would you? Okay, just try doing that now. What if you just have to change that into negative statement? So how you will do that? He was watching an action movie. It has to be converted into negative statement. So how you will do that? What has to be added over there? He was not watching an action movie, isn't it? For the negative statement, not will be used over there. And again, the next statement or the next sentence, she was not watching an action movie. I was not watching an action movie. You were not watching an action movie. We were not watching an action movie. You were not watching an action movie, or they were not watching an action movie. Got it? Let me just show you. So the previous one, this one right now, was the positive statement, and the one which I just have told you is the negative statement, and here is the examples. He was not watching an action movie. He was not actually doing that. The boy was not doing it. He was not watching. Remember that the fourth form will be applied as we are talking about the past continuous tense. She was not watching an action movie. I was not watching an action movie. You were not. We were not watching an action movie. You were not watching an action movie. And they were not watching an action movie. Got that? Yep. Now, I'm asking you to convert that into interrogative statement. And what is interrogative statement? Whenever you're asking questions to someone. So how you will do that? With all those examples and sentences over there on board. Come and try it. If you have to change he was not watching an action movie into interrogative statement, then remember that I have told you that at the beginning of the sentence, when we are talking about interrogative statement, was has to be used in the first place for the past continuous tense. So how it will be? You have to take that not there from the negative statement if you have to change that into interrogative statement. So it will be like this. Was he watching an action movie? Okay. Was she watching an action movie? Was I watching an action movie? Were we watching an action movie? Were you watching an action movie? Were they watching an action movie? Okay? So I'm going to show you the examples of the interrogative statement over there. Was he watching an action movie? Was she watching an action movie? Was I watching an action movie? Were we watching an action movie? Were you watching an action movie, or were they watching an action movie? See, they are always three statements. I'm just trying to remind you. You must have forgotten that what we have learned so far, but there are three statements. Whenever we are talking, whenever we are writing, even though whenever we are speaking in Hindi or any other regional language, these statements are always there. The positive, negative, and the interrogative statement. What is positive again? Whenever you are sure of something, that is called the positive statement. Like, for example, I would use, I was eating. I'm positive about that I was eating. Okay? But if I'm negative about what I was doing, so I can say like this: I was not eating. That's negative statement. I'm going to tell a person that I was not eating. That's my opinion, because I have not done it. I didn't eat, so I was not eating. Okay? But if I'm asking a question to somebody, then how I'll ask, were you eating? These are the examples of positive, negative, and interrogative statements. Just to remind you, that because you must have forgotten, these three statements, they are there in every languages. May it be Gujarati, Marathi, Hindi, etc. But these three statements they are always there. And the thing is that if you do want to talk and if you do want to write, then you will have to make sure that which statements you are dealing with, so that you will be able to know. Okay? See, the teaching of tense is an amazing thing, and learning about tenses is also a great thing. Why would I say that? Because the tense is the heart of English literature and language. If you do learn this, then definitely you will be knowing that how you could deal with English properly. So the best thing is that you need to talk. As I always say that to you, you need to talk to your friends, your family members, and who are there around you, and try to understand that in which particular situation and condition you have to use all those things which I have already taught you about the present, about the past, about the future tenses and all. Okay? Don't get yourself confused. You need to speak. This is the only option which is left over here if you really want to improve your English. There are some assignments for you that are there on the screen. He was going to school by bike. The first sentence, you'll have to find out whether which tense is that, statement, of course, and the numbers, whether the number over there which is being used is actually a singular or plural number. And of course the forms of verb, whether it's a first form, second form, or third or fourth form of the verbs which is being used there. Okay? He was going to school by bike. Try to sort it out. I did not tell them anything about you. I did not tell them anything about you. You'll have to find out again. The statement, the tense, and of course the forms of verb, okay? The numbers. Were you going for the movie yesterday? Question mark is there. I hope that you got it right now, that which statement it is. Were you going for the movie yesterday? See how beautiful is that whenever you are asking question to someone like that. We did not play yesterday due to rain. Okay? She came to visit me last Sunday. Did you try to call me this morning? He doesn't know me much. Did they buy you a gift for your birthday? Or was it raining there in your place? See, this is how you'll have to frame sentences like that. And one more thing. Pronunciation is the main thing over there. It matters a lot. So you have to work on your pronunciation as well. See? Because that is the most important thing for every one of us who are dealing with English, who speaks English as well. Let me just repeat those assignments. He was going to school by bike. Okay? Let me tell you something about that thing. Bike. B-I-K-E, bike. Okay, that is just the information that I'm trying to give you over here. Just try to understand that. Bike. Bike means, it doesn't mean a motorbike or something else. I mean, like, most of the people, they usually misunderstand that thing, that the bike means we are talking about motorbike. Bike means, it doesn't mean that we are talking about a motorbike, the bike which has an engine. You can say that thing for a cycle also, a bicycle. Okay? A cycle or bicycle. Now you are a little bit confused, right? I have said cycle, and for buy this one, I have said bicycle. Yep. Why I have not said bicycle? See, this is actually the rule of this. This is the correct pronunciation for that one. It has to be bicycle, and this is cycle. Whenever you're talking in terms of cycle alone, so the pronunciation of that would be cycle, and this would be bicycle. Okay? So here we are talking about the term called bike in the first assignment which is given there for you. Your work is different. You just have to find out whether which tense is that. About the numbers also, whether singular or plural number. I am repeating that one. This is different, which I am dealing with right now, because I want you to know. Bike, it doesn't mean that we are just talking about motorbike. It is a cycle or bicycle as well. It is a cycle or a bicycle as well. Were you going for the movie yesterday? We did not play yesterday due to rain. She came to visit me last Sunday. Did you try to call me this morning? Okay, that one. Did you try to call me this morning? Of course, you'll have to find out the tense, the numbers, the forms of verb, and again the statement there. But there is something about that sentence over there. This morning. This morning. You know, we have been doing this mistake by saying like this. Today morning, I called you. Or you just look at the sentence. Did you try to call me today morning? What if I write that today morning? What if I say today morning in spite of this morning? Will that be right? Let me just explain it. Did you try to call me this morning? If I'm going to change that into today morning, what do you think? Which will be correct? This one which is being shown over there on screen, or the one which I just have told you right now? Okay. Obviously the one which is being shown over there on screen is actually the correct one, and the one which I have told you is incorrect. We have been doing this translation, isn't it? From Hindi to English, which is actually not good. So, did you try to call me today morning would be incorrect. So, that is not correct. So you just have to say, did you try to call me this morning? Whenever we are talking about the afternoon or evening also, you are going to say that. You have to say this afternoon and this evening. Not today morning, not today afternoon, or today evening. Okay, you have to keep that in your mind, because you may do this mistake, and you must have been doing this also, the mistake. So it has to be like this. This morning. Please don't commit that mistake. If you have been doing it, you have been, saying it wrong. So this is the correct way of saying it. So anyway, that was just the information, the piece of information that I was giving you. Hope you will understand that. And that was it. Those are the assignment that you have to do. You'll have to find out, again I'm saying, you'll have to find out the tenses, the numbers, and the forms of verb which are being applied there, and of course the statements. And then I shall meet you in the next class with the next topic, that is the past perfect tense. So till then, #, stay home, stay safe, God bless.